Lean in, lock in, listen. I'm wondering, can you be an eagle in a room full of vultures? It's that rapper Lil Wayne who said real G's move in silence like lasagna. That's right, the G is silent. Can you be a G and be silent at the same time? Today I'm talking about dancing with wolves, talking about agendas hiding in plain sight. Here's what I understand. There's always going to be individuals who see in you what you may not see in yourself, who also want from you what you may not have the desire or the capacity to give. That's not your fault. That's theirs for many cases, seeking to manipulate or create an agenda so they can get from you what they desire to have. And here's what you have to watch out for. Here's what oftentimes is hiding in plain sight that you've got to be cognizant of. And you've got to be cognizant of individuals, number one, who support you when it only benefits them. Hear me. Watch out for individuals who support you only when it benefits them. That's an agenda. Yeah. What they do is, even to another degree, here's another part of it. They will only support you to benefit them. Listen, it is what it is, right? We got to be wise as serpents, harmless as doves. They support you when it only benefits them. The other part is they only support you to benefit them. Got to understand it. Got to have discernment about it. It's all about themselves. What did he say? It's all about I and give the rest of the vows back, is what the rapper said. And so the agenda is to a certain degree, leech off of you. The agenda is to align with you so that they can move into a particular place where maybe it now improves their image. Now they're seen as a trusted voice. Now they are seen as an individual who has some clout and who has some clarity, and now who has greater confidence. Why? Because they are aligned with you. But when the agenda is wrong, it doesn't create an alignment, it creates a misalignment. Why? Because they're conspiring. They're trying to move chess pieces to get close to you. They'll embrace you the right way to mistreat you and to harm you in a particular place. They will pick you up to only let you down very, very rough and tough. You've got to be aware. You've got to be mindful of it. Watch out for people who only support you when it benefits them. Watch out for people who only support you to benefit them. You know they only show up when it's time for their name to be called. You know they only want to seek to help simply because they believe that it's something in it for them. Yeah. Ain't nothing free to a certain degree. You thought they were just doing this just to be nice to you? No. They had an ulterior motive. They have an ulterior motive. Secondly, you've got to be aware, as we're talking about it, dancing with wolves. agendas hidden in plain sight. Here's what it is. They were trying to do what they could do to benefit them or to only support you to benefit them. But when none of that transpires, when none of that works, here's what they'll do. They'll go to another degree. They'll talk about you when they can't get what they want from you. Family, you got to laugh to keep from crying. Listen, they will talk about you when they can't get what they want from you. Yeah. They'll try to put it in a particular place. They'll try to posture it in a particular aspect. They'll try to package it as if you're being controlled and manipulated, when here it is, they're the ones who can't manipulate or control you. And because they can't treat you like Pinocchio and be Geppetto, now here it is. What they want to do is they want to try to get back at you. And the way that they can try to get back at you is by talking about you to people. Why? Because they've tried all these specific things and they just can't seem to get their hands on you. They tried all these specific things and they cannot seem to be able to endear themselves to you. See, when you have a hidden agenda, it's frustrating. When you were just specifically trying to get what it is that you wanted from somebody, it is frustrating when you don't get it. Versus you just trying to be who it is that you are with no ulterior motives, no particular agenda, no particular way to where you want to just siphon whatever it is that you want from somebody. No, but you are a particular individual, whether you're acknowledged or not, whether you're celebrated or not. You're just going to serve. You're just going to do the work. You're just going to be kind because kindness is in you. And because kindness is in you, listen, you ain't got to tell people what you do. You ain't got to tell people what you did. You don't have to talk about anybody else to other people. No, because here it is. That's not a part of your makeup. That's not a part of your character. Manipulation and control and hidden agendas is not, and ulterior motives is not a part of your agenda. You're part of God's agenda. You're part of agenda of purpose. You're not trying to conjure up particular things so that you can get what it is that you want. Hear me, that's witchcraft. That's divisiveness. That's negativity. If you have to manipulate to get it, oh, trust me, you're going to have to manipulate to keep it. If you got to pull a rabbit out of a hat to get it, a person, an opportunity, a promotion, something that is going to push you to another dimension as you believe is going to be, you're working in a place of division. You're hustling backwards. What you had to do to get it, you're going to have to do that much more to keep it. I told you, number one, you got to watch out for individuals who support you when it only benefits them. You got to be aware of those individuals who only support you to benefit them. Secondly, got to be aware of those individuals who will talk about you when they can't get what they want from you because you told them no. Here it is, no cap. I see, I'm wearing my cap, but no cap. I know I wrote the book because you know your no. They don't like it because you wouldn't tell them yes. And you told yourself yes. And you told your purpose yes. And you divested and you decide to divest from what it is because now you really see who it is that they are because you know your no. They don't like it. They don't like it because you know who to know and you know who to know. Thirdly, when you're dancing with wolves, when you're trying to be an eagle, moving in a room full of vultures, looking at hidden agendas in plain sight. Thirdly, now, this particular type of person, quality, individual seeks to manipulate you and the people around you. This is why they're talking about you to other people. right? This is why they're trying to demean and diminish your credibility. Why? Because you will not bend the knee. You will not bow to their whims. When they tell you to jump, you will not ask them how high. Because here's what I understand. Not bothering people really bothers people. Oh, yes, it does. Yes, it does. When you ain't trying to buddy up, when you ain't trying to, you know, sniff behind other folks, when you're not trying to curry people's favor, for some individuals, it bothers them. And a lot of people are bothered because you're unbothered. And so here's what they want to do. They want to seek to manipulate. They want to seek to control. They want to manipulate the people around you. Why? Because they believe that they are a hero for putting out a fire that they started. Because they cannot get the main character, that being you, they want to make all the dominoes fall around you. And here's what you got to do. You got to stand pat. You got to stand tall. You got to stand firm. You got to maintain your boundaries. You got to kill them with kindness. You got to keep doing what it is that you've been called to do. You got to mute the noise around you so that you can hear the voice of God that speaks to you and within you. Right? And here it is. That manipulation, that control is a Jezebelic spirit. It really is. Because Jezebel is not just female, it's a spirit. So it can be male or female. It can operate in a male, it can operate in a female, operate in a man or a woman. Because you won't be Ahab, and Ahab is not necessarily just male. It is a spirit. It can operate in a male, can operate in a female, can operate in a female, can operate in a male, can operate in a man or a woman. Right? Jezebel is incensed because you won't be Ahab and you won't bow to their whims. You're in alignment with your divine assignment. Come on, that's why you got to remain prayed up. That's why you got to move into a place of discernment. That's why you got to move into a place of direction. That's why you have to be aware. That's why you got to be overprotective with yourself. That's why you have to know your no, so that you can know who to know and you can know who to know, so that you can still soar in a room full of vultures, because vultures can't fly as high as an eagle. But you can soar above it. You can see below it. You can see around it. You can see right through it. And that's how it is that you do with people. You see above them, you see around them, you see right through them. And you understand that here it is. You're not dancing with wolves anymore. I know the movie said Dances with Wolves. What was it, Kevin Costner, if I'm not mistaken? But when you understand that you can soar with eagles, you're not dancing with wolves any longer. Wolves are too low. Wolves are too vicious. Wolves are oftentimes trying to shroud themselves in sheep's clothing. Come on, you're too destined. You're too determined. You're too destined and you're too determined to dance with wolves when you've been called to soar with the eagles. No agenda is hiding in plain sight. No hidden agendas anymore. It's not hidden to you because you got discernment to see through what it is that the enemy's trying to do to you. Family, I want you to know you know. Got to know who to know. Got to know who to know. I want you to get my book for show. Yeah, you see the cap, but no cap. No lies. Yeah, take the cap off of your capability and overcome everything that is on the outside. One of the African proverbs said this: when there's no enemy within, the enemy that is without can do you no harm. You got the victory. I want you to walk in victory. with discernment. I want you to walk in victory pointedly and pragmatically. I want you to get my book, Know Your Know. It's available on Amazon right now. Go get it right now as an ebook, as a hard copy. You can also get signed copies of my book, Know Your Know, on my website, EddieConnor.com, EddieConnor.com/know your know. If this word spoke to you at all, I know it did. I want you to just drop a Cash App. Yeah, you can see the information is in the description of this video. Just your support helps me to do the greater work, not just online, but offline in the community, mentoring, giving back to those who are in need. Food insecurity is a major issue. As the pastor of the Remnant Worshipers Ministry in the city of Detroit, we're trying to do what we can to stomp it out and to provide opportunities for so many other great men and women, boys and girls in the community. Drop a Cash App, $Dr. Eddie Ministries, PayPal, info at EddieConnor.com, Zelle, EddieConnorJr at gmail.com. Once again, Cash App, $Dr. Eddie Ministries, PayPal, info at EddieConnor.com, and then on Zelle, EddieConnorJr at gmail.com. That's my same social media handle, at EddieConnorJr, EddieConnorJr. Connect with me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok. We don't stop, and it's all the way up. And hopefully this word and this message shifted you to stop dancing with wolves and start soaring with eagles. Speaking of soaring with eagles, join my Eagles community. It's where I empower you to soar into greater success and purpose, where it's time for you to be a part of an amazing community that cultivates you, your character, gives you incredible content on really how to build your business, how to market what it is that you're seeking to put into the marketplace, building healthy boundaries, loving yourself, knowing your worth, building healthier relationships. Yes, interpersonally, but also collectively. You owe it to you to network, because your network determines your net worth in our amazing Eagles Academy community. Go right now to theeaglesacademy.com, theeaglesacademy.com. When you get there, tap the Join Now button, fill out the form, be transformed. And I know you were transformed by this conversation. Family, it's yours truly, Dr. Eddie, your main man, 100 grand, your brother. And I mean that from another mother. Family has been fun, but you know, brother, got to run. So I want you to know it's been a privilege and a pleasure, treat and a treasure, a joy. Yes, it has been beyond measure. But I want you, yes, you, I'm talking to you now, to remember to keep the faith and believe it's going to be bigger, better, brighter. Peace and a whole lot of love. Keep soaring higher. I want you to go ahead and get your hands on my new book, Know Your Know. It's all about how to build healthy boundaries and love without losing yourself. Boundaries are not limitations. Boundaries are for liberation. You're going to find a way to unbox yourself. You're going to find a way to really love yourself and to move into a place of emotional regulation, to stand your ground, to draw a line in the sand, stand 10 toes down on it. Don't do the electric slide. Don't moonwalk away from it, but really stand wholeheartedly down on what it is that you say. It's for your protection. It's for your self-care. Moves you into a greater place of self-awareness and emotional regulation, and developing your mental health and creating boundaries so that you can abound to a new and a greater level. Go right now to get a signed copy at EddieConnor.com, EddieConnor.com. And then, of course, you can also get it on Amazon. Go and get the book right now.